Ready for your school.
Only at Shoe Carnival. Brand name shoes for every walk of life.
Tonight's headlines. Deadly new Iraq attack may be the work of terror professionals. Killer linked to Al-Qaeda smiles at death sentence. Total recall. Lights, camera, Arnold. Also tonight, Eye on America. They were busted when pot was found in their car bumper. Wait till you hear how it got there. A sharp increase in West Nile virus, what you need to know about the new outbreak. And everybody has a story. Tonight, the bizarre legend of the man they called Spaghetti.
This is the CBS Evening News with Dan Rather.
Good evening. Dan's away tonight. I'm Scott Pelley. We begin tonight with what had been a fairly quiet week by Baghdad standards until it exploded in violence today. The most deadly was a car bombing that killed at least 11 people. It appears that the bombers meant to send a message not just to the United States but to Jordan, which has sided with the U.S. in the battle for Iraq. CBS's Randall Pinkston in Baghdad reports that the bombers seem to be part of a broad international terror ring.
After 4 days of relative calm in Iraq, a new twist in the violence, an attack on the Jordanian embassy in Baghdad. Terrorists exploded a truck outside the compound. Every car within 200 feet blown to bits. This woman had a lucky escape.
When I was in my son house and daughter near the embassy, I hear one. After I come with my son in the car and I hear the second one.
2 explosions, the trademark of trained terrorists. They attract a crowd with the first bomb, then maximize casualties with the second.
The American military's concern right now is not the bombing that just happened, but the possibility of what may occur next, that some terrorist somewhere in this crowd might use this incident to attack again.
What this tells us is that we in fact have some professional terrorists that are operating here in the country.
In a later incident, a busy Baghdad shopping district became a battlefield. Soldiers from the 1st Armored Division fired into a building, trying to catch the gunman who destroyed this Humvee, seriously wounding the soldiers inside. Violence has returned with the vengeance. Last night, 2 more soldiers killed on patrol here, making this one of the deadliest 24 hours since major combat was declared over. Still, the commander of U.S. military forces found a ray of hope.
The level of attacks has decreased over the last week.
While soldiers were reacting to attacks in Baghdad, the Army stayed on the offensive in northern Iraq. Last night, rounding up more than 20 men believed to have information about Saddam and those who protect him. Although the Army knows Saddam's sympathizers aren't their only concern.
We have pretty significant evidence that there are foreign fighters here.
For the soldier on the ground, though, attacked day and night by an unseen force, one enemy is pretty much like another. Randall Pinkston, CBS News, Baghdad.
Now on the terror trail in Bali. There were cheers in the courtroom today when a man was sentenced to death for last year's nightclub bombing. The cheers came from the families of victims and from the defendant himself. Correspondent Richard Roth reports that this case helps illustrate Al-Qaeda's worldwide reach.
Shouting "God is great," a 41-year-old motorcycle mechanic named Amrozi faced the court. And with relatives of some of his victims watching, he was convicted of helping plan the bombing in Bali. He showed joy at his sentence, death by firing squad.
It is that they believe in sacrifice. For them, sacrifice, whether it is a suicide operation or to face death penalty, is something which is very good.
Last October's bombing killed more than 200 people, the deadliest terror attack since 9/11. Amrozi, who